dual swimming meet between the North Penn Knights and Maidens against the Emmaus Hornets. Should be a really good meet today, Greg. North Penn, the Knights have a pretty good returning senior team. Also some strong juniors and sophomores and some freshmen in there. They're going to give Emmaus a battle today. And the girls team, both are undefeated. And we will be starting off with girls diving this afternoon. Emmaus and North Penn will be over in the diving well. We're not sure who's going to dive first. If it's going to be, it'll probably be Emmaus since they are the guest team. North Penn being the home team. Have a pretty good crowd this afternoon for a dual meet. A dual meet is both swim teams swim at the same time. We have girls diving, and then we have each event starting off with the medley relay. The girls will swim, and then the boys will swim. And then throughout each event throughout the afternoon is how this dual meet will occur. So it is a simultaneous meet between boys and girls.
Yes, this meet will be a long one as well as a very entertaining one with a lot of people coming back for the Knights. And it'll be a very good battle between the returning seniors, Jeff Fakish, Steve Johnson, Silvo Zabo, Kevin Rader, Chris Sturchek, and Eric Umloff.
And as we said, the junior team, really strong this year. Also the sophomores and a few freshmen coming in for the Knights. The Maidens, also very, very strong team. They have returning seniors Heather Hollenbach and Alyssa Moser. Both of those girls competed last year at the state finals in Penn State last March with a good showing from them. This is the beginning of the year for the team. So this is an early meet for them and a very, very big meet. We're just waiting for the diving to get started. Having some announcements on the diving right now. Waiting for it to begin. For those of you who don't know out there, that the North Penn, the Knights actually have a record going in all of their meets that they have competed in. I think for the past 3 years, their individual dual meets, they have won. They have a streak of 140 plus right now, and that's a pretty strong showing of a consistent, strong North Penn team.
Very strong showing.
Just getting ready for the diving right now. Just have a front dive. She has scores of 6. And the Emmaus girls are repeating the same dive. Scores are 4, 5.5, and 5.5 on that dive. And the North Penn Maidens are diving right now. Also repeating the same dive. Scores are 6.5 and 5.5 on the North Penn Maidens dive. This is a 1.8 dive. 1.8 degree of difficulty dive, a forward pike. Scores are 5 and 5. And this is Tammy Hendricks, state champion diver last year. Nice dive from her. Scores are 6 and 6 1/2. Her scores are a little higher, showing her expertise in diving.
Tammy had a very good last year going to the state championships. Competing very well here today so far.
Emmaus divers. Degree of difficulty 1.8, forward pike position. Scores are 5 and 1/2 and 6 on the Emmaus diver. And we're in our second dive right now for the North Penn maidens. 1.7 degree difficulty. Timeout by the officials. This is a forward 1.5 somersault in pike position. Degree of difficulty is 1.7. Very nice dive. Very nice dive for the maidens. Scores were a 5 and 1/2 and a 5. This is a 1.5 degree of difficulty dive for the Emmaus Hornets. Nice dive for Emmaus. Scores are 5 and 1/2 and 5. Dive number 2. Trisha will be doing a forward double somersault in the tuck position, degree of difficulty 2.2. She completed that dive. In high school sports, that is a complete dive, going in feet first. It's scores of 5 and 1/2 and 6. This is a forward 1.5 somersault in the pike position for Emmaus. Scores are 5 and a 4 on that dive. Probably not scoring as high as she had hoped there, Greg.
Probably not. She did look to go a little bit over on the entry.
Tammy Hendricks up next. Her second dive of the event. Nice height on that for Tammy. Nice dive. Scores were 6 and 1/2 and a 5. lower on that second score. Emmaus divers up next.
Both teams seem to be diving pretty well so
Yeah,
far.
they're very consistent in the 5, 5.5, 6 area. This is a reverse tuck. She's got a 6 and a 7. First 7 this afternoon.
Very good score by an Emmaus diver.
We're on a third rotation of dives now. It's a 2.6 degree of difficulty dive. It's a forward double somersault in a tuck position. 2 scores of 5 and 1/2 on the maiden's third rotation. First diver for the third rotation of Emmaus Hornets. Did a back dive, a little over on a rotation at the end. She has scores of 4 and 1/2 and 4 and 1/2, and her scores do reflect the over rotation.
Yes, that was not a up to par dive for her.
North Penn maidens will be doing a reverse 1.5 tuck. Didn't quite get the rotation she needed on that. 3 and 4.5 on that dive. .6 degree of difficulty on this dive, a forward double somersault. Having trouble saying that, Greg. Double somersault in the tuck position for Emmaus Hornets. Nice dive for Emmaus. Five and 1/2 and a 5. I don't think she quite got her legs straight on her entry. Tammy Hendricks is on her third dive. Doing a reverse dive. No. So did the back 1.5 in the pike position. Beautiful dive. 5 and 1/2 and 6 for Tammy's third dive.
Very nice dive there from Tammy.
She's a consistent, solid diver. She is a senior this year, I believe.
Yes, she is.
So the maidens diving team does have tough shoes to fill for next year. Scores are 6 and 5 and 1/2 for the Emmaus diver. On the fourth rotation now, North Penn Knights. The maidens will be doing a back dive, degree of difficulty 1.7. Nice dive, little over in the rotation going in. 5.5 and 6 on the maiden's fourth dive. Also back dive, 1.7 for the Hornets. Feet were a little part on the entry, Greg.
Little part. I don't think she got quite around as enough as straight in.
Yeah, her score showed 4.5 and 4.5. Didn't quite get the height either.
Well, she didn't quite hit the board at the end where the most of the spring comes from.
Maiden's up. Nice dive for the maidens. Nice entry, nice height. I believe a 6.5 and a 6. Hornets up next. The Hornet diver will be doing a forward dive. I believe it's a somersault with a twist is what I heard. Yes, forward dive. The full twist. 4.5 and 4 on that dive. Her feet were a little part on the entry. Not quite straight up and down going in either. Tammy Hendricks. Nice dive for Tammy. 1.5 tuck. Hornets up. Their diver will be doing a back dive. 1.7 degree of difficulty. Score of 6. 6.5 on the dive for the Hornets. Nice dive for their diver. We are on the 5th rotation of diving right now for the girls. North Penn, their first diver on the 5th rotation. And she did a somersault. She got a 5.5, and I'm unclear on the other score there. Emmaus up next. A back somersault in a tuck position. Takes a lot of concentration to be a diver.
A lot of concentration.
Ooh. Seemed pretty close to the board. 4 1/2, 5 1/2 on the Hornets dive. Back somersault in the tuck position, 2.2 degree of difficulty for the maidens diver. She had nice height, little over on the rotation going in the water.
Just a little over rotated on the last
And
dive.
showing the score, she got a 4 and a 5. Hornets up next. Scores of 5 and 5 on the pike position dive. Tammy will be attempting a forward somersault. With, whoa, 1.5 twists.
A lot of twists in there.
Nice dive for Tammy. 2 scores of 5 on that dive. Hornets divers up next. Takes a lot of nerves to be a diver also. To drown out everything around you and concentrate on that dive. Ooh.
Didn't quite get around on that dive.
No. 3 1/2, 3 1/2. Good effort though.
Not quite enough height to get all the way around. Run our 6th rotation, first dive for the North Penn Maidens. Are we doing a forward dive? Pike position with a half twist. Didn't quite get around 3 1/2, 4. A little short on the rotation on the twist. Hornets diver also being a forward dive with a twist. Feet will little apart going in. 4 1/2, 4 1/2 on the Hornets dive. Maidens will be doing a forward dive, 1 1/2 somersaults. Think there might be a twist in there too. Looks like a tough dive to me.
Yes, it is. It's 1 somersault with a full twist. Four 1/2, 5 1/2 on that dive. Hornets up.
Some of these dives coming in a very varied range of difficulties.
It's a reverse tuck. Two scores of 5 on the Hornets diver. The officials asking for quiet from the audience. Was getting a little loud, having trouble hearing the dives. Tammy Hendricks doing a back dive. Two and a half twists. And somersault.
Very nice dive, very difficult too.
4 1/2, 4 1/2 on her dive. Coming into the last few dives for the girls diving. Emmaus Hornets up. Forward dive, half twist. Scores of 4 1/2 and 4 1/2. And the girls diving is complete. We're going to take a break and we'll be back. Coming up with the North Penn Maidens, North Penn Knights versus the Emmaus Hornets. Stay tuned.
Only you can prevent forest fire.
And it's true. We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
Drown your campfires with water. Make sure it's totally wet. Then stir and drown again.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Math, a 4-letter word, right? Hey, you don't need that.
Why design the world's newest chips?
When you could be flipping the world's oldest burgers. Hey, wait a minute. This is math. Geometry, algebra.
No pocket protectors here.
But you're cruising without math. Yeah, right. Take a good look.
That's math staring back at you.
It's not a problem, man. It's an answer. Call NACME. We'll tell you what you need to do.
200 medley relay. Lane assignments, North Penn in 1, 3, and 5. Emmaus in 2, 4, and 6. In lane 1, we have Matt Gibson, Doug Philibon, Matt Niziaco, and Steve Pasquale. Lane 3, Steve Johnson, Silvo Zabo, Kevin Rader, Mike McPeak. Lane 5, Chris Craig, Dominic Zabo, Tim Kronstand, and JD Schneider. Swimmers getting ready to start the 200 medley relay with the backstroke. Emmaus is in lanes 2, 4, and 6. Lanes to watch, 3 and 4. Should be a good battle. Coming into the first half of the lap. Swimmers are up. Looks like lane 4 of North Penn is ahead. Lane 3 in second, lane 2 in third. Swimmers in for the breast. Silvo Zabo, Dominic Zabo, and Doug Philibon for the Knights. Silvo Zabo taking a pretty strong lead right now in lane 4. I'm sorry. In lane 3. Emmaus is ahead right now in lane 4. Emmaus has a very strong lead right now. lane 4. Has been a switch. North Penn is in 2, 4, and 6. And the Knights win the heat. Lane 4 comes in at 1 minute 42 seconds, 66. Lane 3, second place. Lane 2, third place. Lane 5 comes in 4th. Lane 6 comes in 5th. And lane 6 will finish up 6th. So the Knights did not switch lanes there, Greg. They are still in 2 and 4 and 6. Our mistake. We were told they would be in 1, 3, and 5 for the boys.
Looks like the Knights got first place and third place there.
That's a good showing for the Knights. They get points for first and third.
Emmaus coming in second.
Getting ready for the girls. They'll be doing the 200 free. 200 free is 8 laps of the pool.
Okay, for the maidens, in lane 2, we have Lindsay Jernigan. In lane 4, we have Heather Hollenbach. In lane 6, we have Laura DeLugi.
Emmaus will be in 1, 3, and 5. And the Knights did win the last heat with a time of 1:42.66 with the relay team of Steve Johnson, Silva Zabo, Kevin Rader, and Mike McPeak. 3 seniors and 1 junior. Girls getting ready for the 200 free.
Just waiting for the start of the 200 freestyle.
Clean start for the girls 200 free. This is a race of mind. Got to pace yourself on this 8-lap race.
Yeah, you don't want to go your fastest in the first couple laps, or you'll not be able to finish the race as fast as you want to.
Right, you want to be consistent in your laps. Right now, it looks like lane 3 for Emmaus will finish out the first quarter of the race in first place. Finishing out at 26.89. North Penn in second and third place in lanes 2 and 4. Lane 3, halfway through at 56.43. Second place goes to North Penn. And third place is Emmaus at this point. It's a pretty tight race. The Emmaus swimmer in lane 3 has a pretty commanding lead right now. Pretty tight though for the rest of the meet. The race right now. 4 and 5 are pretty much head and head. 2 is a touch behind. Still a pretty good battle over in lanes 4 and 5. Lane 4 is Heather Hollenbach for the Knights. Emmaus finishes out at 156.07. Second place will go to North Penn's Heather Hollenbach at 2:03.77. Third place to the Emmaus swimmer at 2:04.12. Tight race there.
Very tight race. All scores coming in within about 10 seconds of each other.
North Penn finishes in second, fourth, and fifth in that race. Emmaus taking first place, third place, and sixth place. Coming up, we have the boys 200 free. Swimmers have to pace themselves in this race. Starting out consistent, staying consistent, and then the last 2 laps, they really got to put on the pressure, and even though their legs are tired, they got to start kicking and get themselves in there to try and win the race.
Swimmers really have to be in shape too to be able to do this race, along with the other very long ones like the 500 free.
Very true. This is a race of endurance, but nothing like the 500 free. Any of the longer race, the distance races.
Slower speeds, but all consistency.
For the Knights, swimming in the 200 free. Lane 1, we have Chris Duracek. Lane 3, Jeff Fakish. And lane 5, Jeremy Bergman. And Emmaus will be in lanes 1, 3, and 5 is Emmaus. Knights in 2, 4, and 6. Coming up after the first 50, lane 4. Jeff Fakish is coming in first place at 24:14. Second place is going to Jeremy Bergman of the Knights.
Right now, Jeff Fakish seems to hold a pretty large lead over the rest of the pack. Let's hope he can hold it.
Halfway through the race. 50.92 going in for Fakish. Second place is at 53.99 at Bergman. And North Penn, Emmaus is coming in third at 55.
Looks like North Penn has a battle for possibly third as well.
Coming
so
into
far.
the last 50, Jeff Fakish is still ahead. Second place is also to the Knights. Third place is to Emmaus.
Third place looks to be a battle heating up right now. As we head into the last 25.
Coming into the last half of 25. And he will finish the race at 1:45.91 Fakish. In second place, Gail Bergman at 1:50.55, and third place goes to Emmaus at 1:53.41. Good showing for the Knights at 1 and 2. Emmaus coming in third. Jeff Fakish is a distance swimmers for the Knights, as well as Jeremy Bergman. They both swim the 200 and the 500.
Very strong showing by the Knights there, taking first and second place.
Also Chris Duracek, distance swimmer. Good race for the Knights.
Okay, we're getting ready for the girls 200 individual medley. Run by the maidens in lane 2 will be Ashley Jernigan. In lane 4, it's Nicole Seward. Nicole 6 is Andrea Dobes.
And Emmaus will be in lanes 1, 3, and 5. 200 individual medley relay. As of course, each swimmer must do 8 laps, 2 laps of each stroke, starting out with fly, back, breast, and ending up with free.
Just awaiting the start of the 200 individual medley.
We are having trouble hearing in the pool. The acoustics are not that great. Having trouble what the announcers are saying at this point. Seems to be, I noticed the girls team, I know they have a set of twins in there, Angela and Andrea Dobes. Jernigan's, looks like there's Lindsay and Ashley. Seems to be a lot of sisters.
Family organization in North Penn.
As well as the Knights. I know there's the Zabos.
Yep. We
The
have
Bombs, the Fakishes.
Eric.
And the Almoffs, true. There is Eric on the boys team, Andrea on the girls team. Starting off the 200 IM. It's Butterfly. Emmaus in 1, 3, and 5. North Penn in 2, 4, and 6.
Looks like North Penn has a slight lead over Emmaus right now.
Lane 4. Nicole Seward. Now into the backstroke. North Penn is still ahead. The Emmaus swimmer in lane 5 seems to be in second. In a pretty tight race for second place. The rest of the girls are pretty much dead heat.
Yeah, besides Nicole, everyone else is in a deadlock right now.
Seems to be lane 5 and lane 1 are competing right now for second place. They are both Emmaus swimmers. The Emmaus swimmer in lane 3 has a very strong breaststroke. She's catching up to Nicole. Very strong breaststroke.
Catching up very quick as well.
And she did catch her. Nicole is still ahead right now. These girls are fighting for every last bit of energy in their bodies. North Penn takes the turn first. Coming into the last 25. North Penn is still ahead. Also, North Penn is coming in third also.
Looks like North Penn will get first and third here.
North Penn comes in first. Nicole Seward at 2:15.83. Second place goes to Emmaus at 2:16.56. And third place goes to North Penn. Also, Ashley Jernigan coming in at 2:21.07. Another strong showing for the maidens.
Very strong, taking first and third place.
And that's what they need to do to win this race, to win this meet.
Next event will be the boys 200 individual medley. Okay, in lane 2 for the Knights we have Kevin Rader. In lane 4 we have Chris Craig. And lane 6 we have Silvo Zabo. And Emmaus will be in lanes 1, 3, and 5.
Silvo Zabo and Kevin Rader were part of the team last year. Chris Craig, it's his first year. Actually, no, it's not. He's a sophomore.
So
His brother, of course, Jason Craig,
Jason Craig having a phenomenal year as a senior.
last year. Getting ready for the boys, 200 IM. Emmaus in 1, 3, and 5. North Penn in 2, 4, and 6. Clean start for the boys.
Starting off with the fly. To be lane 4 is ahead right now. North Penn pulling out to the early lead. Pretty much the rest of the pack is very tight right now. See what happens in the further laps of the race.
Silvo Zabo at lane 4 has the lead right now. Kevin Rader of the Knights. Close second with lanes 2 and 3. 2 for the Knights, 3 for the Hornets. Halfway point, 59.41. First place, second place at 102.29.
Big battle going on for second place here between lanes 2, 3, and 6. 2 North Penn players and 1 MS winner.
Silvo Zabo is in lane 2. Chris Craig in 4. Kevin Rader in 6. Coming into the final 50 freestyle. Chris Craig for the Knights has first place, second place. First place goes to lane 4. Chris Craig 206.94. Second place 209.28. Also to North Penn. Third place goes to Emmaus in lane 3 at 209.48.
Chris Craig and Silvo Zabo coming in first and second right there. Very strong showing there.
Knights seem to have pretty good grip on this meet right now. It's a good showing for a young swimmer.
Very good showing. He still has 2 more years to get even better.
Coming up next, the craziest of all events, 50 free.
This is a race of speed this time, only 2 laps.
It's just crazy. They get in the water and just swim. It's just the way you got to do it. It's the only way you can win the race.
And for the maidens, in lane 2, we have Katie Paul. In lane 4, we have Becky Naudiker. In lane 6, we have Diane Schillo.
And Emmaus will be in lanes 1, 3, and 5.
Just setting up for the 50 free.
As soon as we do get a score in the meet, we will let you know. Girls are on the blocks, awaiting the whistles. Clean start on the 50-free for the girls.
Seems to be dead even right now.
Dead even right now. This is a game. This is a race of tenths of a second. It appears the Emmaus girl in lane 3 seems to be slightly ahead right now. Lane 4 coming up. Becky Nautica. And first place does go to Emmaus at 25.91. Second place to North Penn, 25.94. And third place also to North Penn at 27.22.
Even though they didn't win, they got second and third, and that's good enough.
Those are points, which are vital to the maidens in this race.
One of the quickest races they have in this meet.
So Becky Nautica did come in second, and Katie Paul comes in third. Diane Schillo places fourth. Boys 50 free coming up. Lane 2, we have Eric Umloff. Lane 4, Steve Johnson. Lane 6, Mike McPeak for the Knights. Emmaus boys, 1, 3, and 5 are their lane assignments. Eric and Steve Johnson are seniors this year. Mike McPeak, junior. He will return to the Knights swim team next year.
This will be a very, very good race. Both Johnson and Eric and Mike
Johnson is a very strong swimmer. He's very talented in numerous strokes, backstroke and fly he can also do. Eric Umloff has the height. He's got the reach. It's gonna be a good race. 50 free, I think, is the most exciting swim race that exists.
Yes,
because
it
it's
is.
so fast and anyone can win because it's such a game. It's such a race of tenths of a point. This is the game the race you can probably win by a fingernail, depending on if your nails are longer than the others.
It's decided on who has the longest reach, basically, and whoever
going
gets
into the wall, who has the best reach.
The turns are very critical when you hit the far wall too.
Sure, you gotta have quick turns. You gotta push off fast, get back up, and give it your all to come into the final 25 and win the race.
It's the most important one, and it's also over in about 30 seconds.
Less than 30 seconds, actually, Greg.
Most of them.
Girls usually finish about 25, boys 22, 23 are the scores you'll probably see here.
Yep.
Slight delay on the officials. Not quite sure what's going on. Swimmers are behind the blocks. They're now on the blocks, getting set. This is also a race that you have to think while you're on the blocks. You don't want to get too anxious and jump and false start. As I said, it was a false start. Not quite sure what lane it was charged to. That can kind of throw your nerves.
Give you a little jolt there, not knowing if it was you or just the thinking again that you have to go get prepared for it one more time.
Yeah, all your concentration you just had, now you just lost it. Now you got to go back again and get back to where you were. It's a tough thing to do. Not sure if everyone's still okay. Yeah, all swimmers appear to still be in the race. Still a slight delay on the officials. Not sure if they're having equipment problems.
Yeah, it looks like they're having some kind of either problems with the equipment or they're talking to the announcers.
Not sure if people realize the swimmers do practice twice a day. They practice in the morning before school, and they also practice in the afternoon. The boys and girls at North Penn do share the pool. They alternate lifting days. They lift and they also swim. And they swim all year round. I mean, this isn't something that you give up. They swim in the aquatic club throughout the communities, throughout the summer. They have water polo if they choose to join water polo in the fall. This is a year-round event.
Someone's very dedicated to it. I know a lot of these people on the team are on the water polo team and also play for Satterton and all the other swimming teams too.
It looks as if lane 4,
Steve Johnson
may have been disqualified in this event. Was he charged with the false start?
Looks like we have Eric Omloff and Mike McPeak left in lane 2 and 6.
Yeah. Yes. Steve was charged with the false start. Maybe. He's not behind the blocks anymore. Coaches are conferring with the officials.
Steve isn't in this race. Eric and Mike have to put out a little bit more effort to get first and second.
It does appear as if Steve will not be swimming. He is on deck with a towel. Swimmers are up on the blocks for the second start of the 50 free. Clean start this time. Swimmers up quick. Omloff, with his height and his reach, seems to have a lead. He's in lane 2. Mike McPeak is in lane 6 for the Knights. And Eric Omloff does come away with the win at 23:06 in the 50 free. Emmaus comes in second in lane 5 at 23:60, and Mike McPeak finishes out third place at 23:83. So the Knights did win first and third.
First and third, despite having only 2 players and 2 swimmers in this heat.
Good showing for the Knights. We're going to take a break right now. Try to get a score for you. The divers are warming up. The boys diving is what we will be giving you when we come back. This is Mary Fakish and Greg Loffer from the North Penn pool. We'll be back in a few. Stay tuned.
Tommy wants to design bridges when he grows up. Maybe he'll design one that you'll use. Now, would you like this free booklet of simple ways you can help improve his education? Call 1-800-96-PROMISE.
One of the reasons lions roar is to warn threatening bachelor males from other prides to stay away from their young. Here, a lion cub gets a lesson in proper roaring from its father. Teaching this behavior is not just crucial to the pride, but also to the survival of the species. Just a reminder how important it is for fathers to spend time with their children.
Versus the Emmaus Hornets. We're getting ready for the boys diving. We did manage to get a score right now. Tentatively at this point, the girls team, North Penn Maidens, are at 44. The Emmaus Hornets, 34. Tight race.
Very tight race so far.
I told you that meet would be tight, and we still have 7 events left for the girls. Should be interesting. The boys, Emmaus at 19, and North Penn Knights at 43. So the Knights do have a commanding lead right now over the Emmaus boys. And something else?
Well, during the 200 freestyle, Jeff Fakish broke his own pool record, and the new record is 145.91. The old record broken was 146.12. So congratulations to Jeff.
Yeah, we did miss that. As we said, we do have trouble hearing in the pool. It's very loud in the pool. The acoustics are bad. I have trouble hearing, so we just go and confer with some officials. And these are the results we have right now. Halfway through. Getting ready for the boys' dives. Diving for the Knights will be Steve Bonner, Dan Bishop, and Ryan Hollenbacher. And the Knights, Ryan Hollenbach is up first, does a forward in the pike position. And he has scores of 6, 6.5, and 6. Strong dive.
Very strong dive.
Forward dive for the Knights again with Dan Bishop. Degree of difficulty is 1.8. First dive for Dan Bishop. Went in at a slight angle there. Should show in his scores. Scores of 5, 6, and 5.5.
5.5, I believe, yes.
First dive for the Emmaus team. Scores of 5, 6, and 5 from the judges. First dive for Steve Bonner, champion diver last year for the state. Forward 1.5 in the pike position. Beautiful dive. A little short on this entry.
Didn't quite get all the way around on the entry. Little flat.
3 scores of 6.5 on the dive. First dive for Steve. A strong beginning. To forward 1.5 in the tuck position.
Scores of 5.5 and 5. Looked to be a little over-rotated on that one.
To be a forward double somersault in the tuck position for North Penn's Ryan Hollenbacher. Little over on his rotation going in. Saw that surge forward.
Yep, it's a little bit over.
Scores of 4, 4, and 3.5. Timeout by the officials, asking the audience and team members to please hold the noise down in the pool. They're also having trouble hearing over in the diving well, just as we are here. Dan Bishop also doing a forward double somersault in the tuck position for North Penn. has quieted down for the moment.
Let's see how long it lasts.
Two scores of 4 and a 4 1/2 for Dan Bishop of the Knights. This is a forward 1.5 in the tuck position. This is the pike position. Nice dive for the Emmaus team. Five and 2 5 1/2 on the dive for the Hornets. Steve Bonner, Knight's strongest diver, forward. Double somersault in the pike position. I'm sorry, that was 2 1/2.
2.5.
2 1/2.
Very nice dive.
He has great height.
Sure does. His scores show it.
He has a 7, 6 1/2, and 6 1/2. I think it's only the second 7 I've seen all evening.
Mm-hmm.
Be a forward 1 1/2 in the pike position for the Emmaus team. Nice dive, a little short on the rotation going in. Legs weren't quite straight up. Four and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, and 5 and 1/2 on that score on the dive for the Hornets. We're into the third rotation of dives. First up are the Knights
1.7 difficulty here for this dive.
for Ryan. Little over in the rotation, that's his legs kind of went.
Past perpendicular there.
Scores of 4, 5, and 5. Dan Bishop up next, doing a back 1 1/2 in the tuck position. Great surge at the end to get that dive into the water.
Very good last effort.
Two scores of 4 and 4 and 1/2 for Dan Bishop on the third rotation. Emmaus diver on his third dive. Taking a forward 1 1/2 in the tuck position.
Very nice dive from the Emmaus diver.
Scores of 5, 5 and 1/2, and 5. Steve Bonner up next on his third dive. He's a very graceful diver.
Yes, he is.
Notice how his toes are always pointed. That's one thing you always notice about Steve Bonner's dives. Scores of 5 1/2, 5 1/2, and 6 for Steve's third dive. This is a forward 2.5 in the tuck position. 2.4 degree of difficulty for the Emmaus diver.
Did not get his legs all the way around.
A little short on rotation. Low scores, 3 1/2, 3 1/2 for the Hornets.
Looked like he went in with his legs parallel to the water instead of perpendicular.
Fourth rotation of diving starting with the North Penns. Ryan Hollenbach. Back dive. Feet were a little apart on the entry. And a trio of 5s for Ryan's dive. Dan Bishop will be doing a reverse 1.5 somersault in the tuck position. Also diving for the Knights. A little short on the board. It did complete the dive. Trio of 3s on the dive for Dan. Kind of came off the board at an angle instead of straight up. Emmaus divers. Nice back dive for the Emmaus team. Five 1/2, 6, and 5 1/2 for the Emmaus team. Nice dive. Had good height on that dive.
It's a nice dive from Emmaus.
2.5 degree of difficulty for Steve Bonner's fourth dive in this competition. Look at his height.
Nice height on that dive.
You hear
Excellent
the water
dive.
peel on his entry. Two 5 1/2 and a 6 for Steve on his fourth dive. .4 degree of difficulty for the Emmaus diver. Nice dive for the Emmaus team. 1.5 in the pike position from the back dive. 3 5s on that dive for the Hornets. We're on the 5th rotation of dives for the Hornets and Knights. One and 1/2 somersaults in the pike position for Ryan. Solid dive. Four and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, and 5 for his 5th dive. Dan Bishop coming in with a 1.5 degree of difficulty, an inward in the pike position. A little crooked on his entry.
A little bit.
4 1/2, 4 1/2, and 5 for Dan Bishop's 5th dive. .3 degree of difficulty for the Emmaus diver. Reverse 1 1/2. 4 1/2, 5 and 5 for the Hornets. .6 degree of difficulty for Steve Bonner on his 5th dive. It's a forward 1 1/2, and I believe there are some twists thrown in, is what I heard.
I think there was.
I can't really hear, but I believe so. Yes.
That's a lot of twists thrown
A lot
in.
of twisting. A little off on the entry. You should get points for the difficulty. 6, 6 1/2, and 4 1/2.
It's a little jump of a score there.
For Emmaus, reverse 1 1/2 in the pike position for their diver. Hear that peeling of the water?
A little bit off on the landing,
A
too.
little over in the rotation. 4 1/2, 4 1/2, and 4 for the Hornets. .5 degree of difficulty for the Knights. To forward 1 1/2. Actually, no, it's not. It's a reverse pike. Maybe I wanted him to do a reverse 1 1/2. Reverse pike.
Very nice reverse pike.
4 1/2, 5 and 6 on Ryan's final dive. Final dive for the Knights. Dan Bishop. Forward somersault. The twist. Three 4 1/2 for his final dive. This will be an inward dive for the Emmaus Hornets. I believe we're on an inward pike. Inward in the pike position. Nice dive. Two 6s and a 5 1/2. Tough dive for Steve Bonner. Degree of difficulty, I believe 3.0.
I think that's the highest difficulty we've
I
had
think
today
it's
so far.
3 1/2 in the tuck position. Let's count. He has the height.
Sure does.
1, 2, 3 1/2. He did it. Great effort by Steve Bonner,
Very good effort. Nice dive.
champion diver for the Knights. 4 1/2, 5 and 5 1/2 on his final dive. Receiving another applause from the crowd for his dive. Very difficult dive for Hornet's final dive to back 1.5 somersault, the 1.5 twists. A little over on the rotation. Still a difficult dive. 4 1/2, 5 and 4 1/2. And that's it for the boys diving.
Very nice job by both teams.
We'll await the scores. This is North Penn Television, coming to you from the North Penn pool. We will be coming back with the girls 100 fly. Stay tuned.
Throughout America, there are a lot of hungry mouths to feed. Please remember, 12 million of them are children. You can help feed a child in your community today. Just call Second Harvest, America's food bank network.
Why would anybody give someone they don't know a gift? They do it because this gift saves lives, and the need for it is desperate. Please give blood. There's a life to be saved right now. Call the American Red Cross at 1-800-GIVE-LIFE.
And we're back from the North Penn pool for the meet between the North Penn Knights and Maidens and the Emmaus Hornets. We do have boys and girls competing during this meet. Coming back, getting ready for the girls 100 fly.
Starting for the maidens at the 100 fly in lane 2, we have Rebecca Grant. In lane 4, we have Angela Dobes. And in lane 6, we have Lindsay Jernigan.
And Emmaus Hornets will be in lanes 1, 3, and 5. When we broke for diving, the North Penn Maidens were leading the Hornets by 10 points.
Let's see if they can hold that lead coming into the last 7 events.
That lead. Last 7 events are going to be tough. They're all quick races: 100 fly, 100 free, 100 back, 100 breast, and three distance races in there. So we're getting ready to go for the 100 fly. Girls are on the blocks. They're getting set. Clean start.
Everyone seems to be equal right now.
100 fly is 4 laps.
Everyone pretty much basically equal, with lanes 3 and 4 seem to be sharing the lead right now.
Lane 4, Angela Globes does have a slight lead over lane 2 of Emmaus at this point.
Looks like the Emmaus swimmer in lane 3 got a little better turnaround than Angela Dobes did.
A really good turn. Push up off the wall. Coming into the final few strokes. It is going to be the Emmaus girls in first place in lane 3 at 103.68. Lane 2, Angela Does pulls in at 104.17. And also lane 1, third place to Emmaus at 105.23. So the maidens only pulling in some points for the second place.
Emmaus finishing first and third.
So Emmaus had a strong showing. The Knights finish lane 4, Angela Dobes in second. Lane 2, Rebecca Grant in fifth. And lane 6, Lindsay Jernigan in sixth. Getting set for the boys 100 fly. Lane 2, we have Mike McPeak. Lane 4, Kevin Rader. And lane 5, Tim Kronstan. Emmaus will be swimming in 1, 3, and 5. North Penn in 2, 4, and 6. Officials asking the swimmers to step down. The event had not been announced by the officials.
We're awaiting the start of 100 fly for the boys.
Swimmers are back on the blocks. Clean start. Once again, this is the 100 fly for the boys. Emmaus comes into the first leg. Strong in lane 3. Lane 3 has a beautiful butterfly. North Penn, lane 4, Kevin Rader right behind the Hornets in lane 3.
Emmaus has a pretty strong lead. They're battling for third place as well.
The Knights coming in 2 and 3 at this point in the race.
So it looks like the Knights will get second and third place.
Emmaus does come in first place, 54.47. Second place goes to Kevin Rader of the Knights, 57.43. And in third place, Mike McPeak for the Knights at 59.21. So North Penn does finish 2 and 3 in this event. Emmaus captured first, fourth, and sixth. North Penn, of course, second, third, and fifth.
Okay, the next event is the 100 freestyle. Starting off with the maidens in lane 2 is Heather Hollenbach. Lane 4 is Alyssa Moser. And lane 6 is Becky Nautiker, with the Emmaus in lanes 1, 3, and 5.
Girls are awaiting the start. Officials are tabulating the scores. Excuse me. Thanks.
Awaiting the start of the 100 freestyle for maidens.
Knights are in lane 2. I'm sorry, the maidens are in 2, 4, and 6. Hornets in 1, 3, and 5. Clean start. Free is 4 laps. Emmaus out into an early lead in lane 3.
Very strong lead over North Penn right now. Pretty good battle for second place right now between lanes 4 and 5. Emmaus pulling out to a huge lead right now. Going into the last.
Emmaus will win this event in lane 3. Finishing at 53.33 is lane 3. Emmaus also comes in second at 56.39, and North Penn in lane 2. Heather Hollebach at 57.33.
So Emmaus grabs first and second, while the Knights grab third.
Emmaus seems to have some stronger swimmers than the maidens right now on these lower events and the shorter events.
Let's see if the Knights can do better than that.
For the Knights, lane 2, we have Jeremy Bergman. Lane 4, Eric Umlauf, and lane 6, Chris Duracek. Hornets will be in 1, 3, and 5. Good start. Eric Umlauf, of course, does have that very long reach, which could play a factor in the finish of this race. Jeremy Bergman also.
Looks like Jeremy Bergman and Eric Umlauf are sharing the lead right now.
Jeremy Bergman is a junior. He's a very strong swimmer. Also has a very long arm. He and Eric Umlauf in lane 4 seem to be battling out for first place for the Knights. Coming down into the home stretch for the 100 free for the boys.
Looks like the Knights are going to grab first and second, with Emmaus taking third. To see who gets first.
I think the Knights are going to finish 1, 2, and 3.
Looks like Jeremy Bergman gets first with a time of 49.85.
Second place goes to Eric Umlauf at 50.30. And third place does go to Emmaus at 51.82. With the other Knight, Chris Duracek, finishing at 52.45 in fourth place. On deck, we have the girls.
With the 500 free. This is a long race, a distance race.
500 free is 20 laps of the pool. Each swimmer does have a counter at the end. The counters are not only keep track of their laps, because the swimmers, of course, are concentrating on the race, and the numbers do remind them of what lap they're on, but they're also there to help pump them up. If you can't see the counters throughout the race, we'll pump the cards as a motivational factor for the swimmers to keep them going, because it is a very long, enduring race, lasting 4 to 5 minutes.
They have to pace themselves in this race. And the lane 2 for the maidens is Melissa Calvestrand. Lane 4 is Nicole Seward. And in lane 6, Laura DeLuigi.
The Hornets have swimmers in lane 1, 3, and 5. The girls are pumped for this race. These races are important for the Knights and the Maidens and the Hornets. This is a very close meet for the girls. One of the teams will go home undefeated. One will go home with one loss. It's almost like the Super Bowl.
Almost.
Girls are on the starting blocks awaiting the official start. Everybody's ready. And they're off. You will see the swimmers pace themselves slowly at the beginning. They will be dragging their feet. They will be doing stutter kicking. Not a lot of kicking, just enough to get them going.
They want to save their kicking for the last lap.
The 500 is a race of strength in your arms. Your kicks, you save your legs for the last 50 to 100 yards. Especially the last 25.
Especially. You have to really dig deep down into what they have left to finish this race.
And you'll see when the swimmers get out of the water, these girls will be red.
Be very
Their
tired.
skin will be red from the lack of oxygen and the buildup of lactic acid. They'll go straight into the diving well to warm down. Emmaus leading right now.
Looks like North Penn is in second and third place right now.
But anything can happen. This is a 20-lap race. North Penn has taken over the lead by tenths of a second. First place is at 1:34.20. Second place is 1:34.75.
So North Penn has first and third now, with Emmaus to have in second.
And with the boys diving, Steve Bonner did win the diving for the Knights.
He did.
Strong showing again by the champion diver.
It's like North Penn still holding first and third place, with Emmaus in second and possibly fourth. Very close.
Yeah, they are in fourth. Emmaus has second and fourth. Lane 4, Nicole Seward. Holding strong. Her stroke still looks very strong.
Yes, it does.
As well as 3 and 2. 3 is Emmaus, 2 is Becky Naudacher.
Melissa Calverstrand.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, Melissa Calverstrand. Wrong event.
Mains and Emmaus are still going strong.
Nicole's pulling out a little further now.
They're really going strong now. Seems to have a very big lead over second place. Actually, Mr. Calverstrand is moving to second place now.
First place, about the halfway point, is 3:13.16. This is lap 13 for the girls. Over halfway done here. North Penn looking very strong in the 500. They can get some points back that they've lost throughout the past 2 events.
Mains are opening up a pretty big lead on first and second place now. Emmaus in third.
Anything can happen with second and third place.
Still pretty close.
Seward is a body length ahead of her teammate in lane 2. And lane 2 now has a body length lead on lane 3. So North Penn is holding strong.
If they can get first and second here, they can definitely still stay in this race, possibly move further ahead.
On lap 17 right now. Coming up into the final 50.
North Penn going very strong as well. Still
You're
first and
start
second.
to see the girls after they touch the wall up here, coming into the last 50. Hear the gun, this is the gun lap. You're gonna see those legs start to kick.
Looks like North Penn's trying to take over third place as well.
It's gonna be a tough battle if Nicole, Melissa, and Laura can pull this out. 1, 2, 3. This is a great surge for the maidens. This is what they need to help try to secure this win today.
Looks like Laura is very, very close to third place.
First and second are wrapped up for the maidens. Third place should be the battle.
Third place will be a very good battle.
Looks like third place, as long as the maidens hold on, it looks like they can pull 1, 2, and 3.
Let's hope she'll get it.
Lane 6, Laura DeLuigi, she's got a kick. It's gonna come down.
So it's a slight edge here. Let's see how they get to the wall.
Lane 6 does pull it out. North Penn maidens pull it out. 1, 2, and 3. This could be the turning point. Maidens were down. This could pull them ahead again.
Very strong showing by them.
This is a great showing for the maidens. They have to be pumped about this. For Emmaus, lane 3 comes in 4th, lane 1 comes in 5th, and lane 5 comes in 6th. First place, 5:24.36. Second place is 5:32.81. And third place, 5:37.05. All three of those scores belong to the maidens.
Now let's see what the Knights do in this event. See if they can sweep it again, 1, 2, and 3.
Knights have in lane 2, J.D. Schneider, lane 4, Jeff Fakish, and lane 6, I believe, is Chris Craig. Yes, Chris Craig is over in lane 6 for the Knights.
Made a change for the relay. The Knights are getting ready for the 500 free. Let's see how the Knights do.
Swimmers are on the blocks getting ready for the boys 500 free. Official giving last words to the counters, and they're off. Emmaus is in 1, 3, and 5. North Penn in 2, 4, and 6.
Looks like Jeff Fakish has a little bit of lead over lanes 3 and 2. J.D. Schneider being lane 2.
Jeff Fakish did compete in the state championships last year in this event, placed 6th. So this is his event.
Let's see if he'll get first here. Looks like he's opening up a bigger lead.
J.D. Schneider and Chris Craig, two younger swimmers, holding their own against the Emmaus team.
Chris Craig seems to be in a very close race with J.D. Schneider and Emmaus swimmer in lane 3 for second place.
As with the girls, watch the boys' legs. They'll be stutter kicking, dragging their feet, dragging their legs right now. Most of their work will be done with their arms, pulling themselves through this race until the last quarter of the race. You'll see those feet start to bring up the white water, start to pump.
We really start to move in the last 50.
Also important, good turns off of this in this race. Got to get a good push off.
It's very important. Emmaus seems to be getting into a solid second place, just behind Chris Craig.
This is the 5th lap. Fakish touches the wall going into the sixth. Is about 1.5 body lengths ahead of the closest swimmer, which is an Emmaus team. He is an Emmaus swimmer.
North Penn is...
Ninth lap. You can see the counters down there pumping their cards, encouraging their swimmers to keep going.
North Penn has a solid first so far with Emmaus in second.
You will also hear the counters. They do yell into the water for their teammates. You can probably hear them because we are closest to the counters at this point.
North Penn still has a very commanding lead.
Fakish is strong in this event. His teammates, Schneider and Craig, also doing a good performance here.
All the swimmers still going pretty strong.
Fakish still has the lead for North Penn.
Fakish has a very big lead right now, almost a half a pool length. Going very strong, along with the two other North Penn swimmers.
Fakish is on the 15th lap, coming up to the 16th.
North Penn does have a chance to get 1, 2, 3. Emmaus is still basically tied with second with the other two swimmers.
Fakish is in 4. North Penn also in 2 and 6. Fakish coming into the gun lap. You will hear the gun go off. Do not be alarmed. It's coming into the gun lap. If you watch lane 4, watch his legs start to kick. Look at lane 2, J.D. Schneider. Also lane 6, Chris Craig. Those legs are pumping.
Digging deep down, getting everything they have left. Going into this last couple laps. Looks like North Penn is very close to getting a second and a third. Let's see how it pulls out at the very end. J.D. Schneider and Chris Craig do have a slight lead over the Emmaus player in 3.
At this point right now, North Penn looks like they're going to pull it 1, 2, 3.
Let's see what
pulls in first place at 4:49.36.
see what happens with Chris Craig. Looks like they're pretty close with the Emmaus swimmer in 3. Looks like they do it.
The Knights do it. They pull it out. 1, 2, and 3. Fakish in first. Second place goes to J.D. Schneider at 5 minutes, 0.98. Also third place to Chris Craig at 5:02.05. Fourth and fifth and sixth will go to Emmaus. Boys still finishing up the meet.
Very strong showing by the Knights there, taking it 1, 2, and 3, following the maidens in their sweep, the 500 method, 500 free.
So the Knights and the maidens.
Very strong in this
out.
event.
Big points on the 500 free for both teams.
Very big. And they're all resting right now to get their breath back a little bit.
Coming into the girls, 200 medley relay. 200 free relay. Girls are on deck.
Okay, and for the 200 free relay, in lane 2, you have the Angela Dobe, Ashley Jernigan, Karen Hammer, Andrea Umloff. In lane 4, you have Heather Hollenbach, Becky Naudiker, Lindsay Jernigan, and Katie Paul. And in lane 6, we have Kim Klein, Christina Long, Janet Taylor, and Jess Thomas.
200 free relay is 8 laps total for the race. Each swimmer does up and back of the North Penn pool.
Let's see if the maidens can repeat their last attempt.
They need a strong showing here. They need points to help them win this meet.
Seems to be a close meet so far.
Close meet for the girls. The Knights at this point seem to have everything wrapped up. I think the 500 free solidified them the win.
I think so.
Still have to finish the other races. Anything can happen, but they do have a commanding lead right now.
3 races left in addition to this one. So let's hope the Knights and Maidens can keep holding out.
Girls are on the blocks awaiting the official start. It's important for the girls to get off to a strong leading leg of this race.
You don't want to fall behind early in this 200 free relay.
Each girl is actually doing a 50 free, so these will be quick laps.
They want to go as fast as they can on their own individual one to help their teammates out.
Emmaus will be coming into the wall with a slight lead over the rest of the pack.
Looks like Emmaus is in first and battling for second along with 2 other North Penn swimmers for second.
Coming into the third leg, Emmaus is ahead. Lane 4 for North Penn. Trying very hard to catch up.
Looks like North Penn in lane 4 is beginning to put the heat on. Swimming very strong.
Coming into the wall, 3, 4, and 5 in that order. Tight race between those 3 lanes right now.
So far, it looks like Emmaus will get first and second, possibly. North Penn in there.
Coming into the anchor leg. 3 and 4 battling out for first place at this point. Emmaus in lane 3, lane 4 goes to North Penn. Coming off the turn, Emmaus gets a slight lead.
Looks like Emmaus will get first and third.
Emmaus girls do take first place at 1:45.11. North Penn comes in at 1:47.13. Third place also goes to Emmaus at 1:50.97.
Looks like North Penn came in first.
Yeah, it looks like there's a slight, I think there might be a problem with the clocks.
Looks like it, because it did seem clear that
There
Emmaus
is
came in
time
first.
still running and all the swimmers are done swimming. First place says 2:14.52. We're gonna have to go by official time on these. Go by what the officials have timed.
So it looked like Emmaus got first and third with North Penn coming in second.
We will let you know those placements as soon as we have some official results at this point. The officials do time each lane in case of backup emergencies such as this.
Officials are conferring now about what the times are.
.145.11, I think is what the announcers just said. Oh, that's the 100 free. They are giving us some times for previous races right now. Boys are on deck for the 200 free relay.
Boys are getting ready
200 free relay. Lane 2, 4, and 6 for North Penn. North Penn will be swimming Matt Miziaco, Devin Philibon, Doug Philibon, and Matt Walsh. Lane 2, Tim Kronstadt, Chris Durchek, Steve Philibon, and JD Schneider. And in lane 6, I'm sorry, they did switch some lanes on us. Jonathan Fakish, Jim Thompson, Lee Rappaport, and Bill Baldwin will be in lane 2. Miziaco, Philibon, and Walsh will be in 6. And Kronstadt, Durchek, Philibon, and JD Schneider will be in lane 4. Emmaus pulling out 1, 3, and 5 are their lane assignments. Still waiting results on the 200 free for the girls. Tentative results are Emmaus in 1st and 3rd, North Penn coming in 2nd. Boys are on the blocks. Set to begin. Clean start.
Looks like North Penn is in first place right now, followed very closely by Emmaus.
Lane 4 has a slight lead.
North Penn still neck and neck with the Emmaus swimmer in lane 3.
Jim Thompson, Chris Durchek, and Devin Philibon in the water right now for North Penn.
Chris Durchek in lane 4 seems to be slowing up a little bit. Still very close though.
And now Steve Philibon, Doug Philibon. And Lee Rappaport.
Emmaus is pulling away a little bit. Lane 3. Followed closely by person in lane 4.
Final leg of the 200 free relay for the boys. Emmaus. The relay team for Emmaus in lane 3 will take first place.
North Penn is in second, it looks like.
Second place in lane 4. And lane 5 for Emmaus comes in 3rd. Winning time 1:34.05. Second place 1:36.04. And lane 5 comes in 3rd at 1:41.15. Here's the pads and the clock are working again. No problems with the 200 free for the boys.
Is she ready? Is she ready?
Coming up now to the 100 back for the girls.
Okay, the 100 backstroke will be swum by the maidens in lane 2, Diane Shillow. Lane 4, Alyssa Moser. In lane 6, Andrea Dobbs. And the Hornets will be in lanes 1, 3, and 5.
Alyssa Moser competed last year in the state championships for the backstroke. She should give the maidens a strong showing in this race.
Hey, take my picture. Come here. I'll take yours. Give me your camera. Oh, okay. Doing okay.
The maidens need to have a strong showing in this heat.
Yeah, they lost some ground on the 200 free relay. Pulling in a second, didn't capture first or third. Each heat gets more important to the maidens.
Especially with only 3 left, including this one. Every place counts.
Girls will start in the water. Some do opt to start standing up. Others opt to start directly in the water, pushing off.
They're still neck and neck after.
Under back. Girls are up out of the water. This is 4 laps out of the pool. Coming into the completion of the first 50.
Looks like Emmaus and lane 4 for the Knights, for the maidens, is very close.
Alyssa Moser does have the lead right now, not by much.
Very small amount North Penn is leading by. Emmaus looks to have pretty close seconds and third are here.
Coming into the final leg. Alyssa Moser seems to have a hold on the lead right now.
Looks like Emmaus will have second and third.
Alyssa Moser wins it at 102.39. Emmaus comes in second and third at 104.50 and 104.77 respectively.
Very close race set for second and third for Emmaus. Only 20 hundredths of a second separating them.
Knights do capture fourth and sixth. Emmaus pulls out fifth. I don't know, Greg. It's making me nervous.
Yep. Very close. The maidens have to have a very strong showing in their last two. The 100 breaststroke and the 400 free relay.
The 200 free. The girls only came in second.
That hurt them after sweeping the 500 free. They needed to place a little more than that.
They have a pretty good showing, though, in the 400 free. We'll see. They have Nicole Seward, Alyssa Moser, Heather Hollenbach, and Lindsay Jernigan swimming on the same team, so on the same relay. So it should be interesting.
We'll see what happens.
Coming into the 100 back now for the boys in lane 2. We have Steve Pasquale. Lane 4, Steve Johnston for the Knights, and for lane 6, Matt Gibson. 1, 3, and 5, we have Emmaus. Once again, the boys will start in the water. Their option is to stand up or to be down. Slight delay. Some goggles needed to be retrieved from the pool. Boys are stretching and rolling, getting ready to go, and they're in the water.
They're ready to go.
They all have decided to take the upright position going in. They will push off. Try to get as much power and length out of that push as possible. They come up.
Looks like Steve Johnson has a slight lead, growing every second over Emmaus. Lengthening his lead every stroke. Emmaus and North Penn fighting it out for second place.
Steve Johnson does have a commanding lead right now, going into the final leg.
Looks like Emmaus possibly pull out second. North Penn pacing first and third.
And Steve Johnson pulls out first place, 53.82. Second place goes to Emmaus at 56.75. And third goes to North Penn at 1 minute 11.
Fourth place picked up by the Knights, and fifth and sixth place picked up by Emmaus.
Steve Johnson came. Pool record is held by Jason Craig at 53.74. Steve Johnson at 53.82. not quite this time.
Just a little bit shy of the record.
Coming into the 100 back, the 100 breast for the girls.
For the 100 breast for the girls in lane 2, we have Angela Dobbs. Lane 4, Ashley Jernigan. In lane 6, we have Kara Ketterer. And Emmaus will be in lanes 1, 3, and 5.
Girls are being announced now. Getting ready to start the 100 breast. Once again, it is 4 laps. The Emmaus swimmer has a strong showing right in front of us.
Very strong showing indeed. Awaiting the start of the race.
They need some high placings here.
Yes, they do.
Officials giving the start. We're set.
See how the maidens do here. Seems to be very close for first place between Emmaus and 2 North Penn swimmers. Everyone's pretty much close though.
After the first 50, North Penn is in first place.
With Emmaus picking up 2nd and 3rd so far. North Penn needs to,
Battle for first place here.
North Penn needs to take at least 2nd or 3rd.
As you can tell, the crowd's really into this. They know the importance of placing here.
Looks like Emmaus is pulling away a little bit. Got a little better push off the wall. Place is really getting loud.
Big race.
Emmaus is still ahead by a little bit. Looks like Emmaus will finish first.
First place does go to Emmaus at 109.82. Second place to North Penn at 109.86. And third place also goes to Emmaus at 114.29.
4th place as well goes to Emmaus, and 5th and 6th place go to the maidens.
Close race for first place.
Very close. Only
4
separated.
100ths of a second, separating the 2.
I think it's the closest race we've had today.
Big race.
Very big.
I don't know, seems like it's going back and forth between the maidens and the Hornets for the girls.
Very much still a ping pong game in between these two teams.
And we don't have a score up right now, so I can't give you what the score is. And the boys are getting ready for the 100 breaststroke. Emmaus will be in lanes 1, 3, and 5 again. Lane 2 for the Knights, Dominic Zabo. Lane 4, Silvo Zabo. And lane 6, Doug Philibon. So we have 2 Zabos side by side in lanes 2 and 4. Of course, Aga Zabo swam last year. Dominic is a freshman. So he's another part of the Zabo swimming legacy.
Yep. He'll be here for another 2 years to keep it going.
3 years.
3 years.
He's a freshman. Yeah, he's a freshman. Officials are announcing the last events for the girls. And because this is a dual meet, it does last a little longer than a normal meet would. Usually, if you just had the boys meet or the girls meet, it would last probably about an hour and a half. We've been here for about 3 hours.
Very long meets when they have dual meets.
Boys are off in the 100 breaststroke.
Like Silva Zabo has a slight lead.
Solo and his brother are battling for first place. 4 laps once again.
First, second, and third are very close between 2 North Penn swimmers and 1 Emmaus player.
Silva competed last year in the state championships at Penn State individually for the breaststroke. He has a commanding lead right now over the rest of the
He's still opening his lead up.
swimmers.
See if they can pull it out, first and second. It'll be close for a second.
Silva Zabo does take first place at 104.64. Second place goes to Emmaus at 108.56. Third place also goes to North Penn. Dominic Zabo at 108.71. North Penn picks up 6th. Emmaus pulls out 4 and 5.
Strong showing there by the Knights with first and third place. Emmaus taking second. Very close in second and third place. Only a couple hundred, about 20 hundredths of a second in between.
Coming into the final event for the girls is the 400 free relay.
This is
We've got 4 swimmers. Each one does 4 laps for a total of 16 laps in this event.
for the maidens in lane 2. We have Andrea Omloff, Diane Schillow, Katie Paul, and Melissa Calvestrand. In lane 4, we have Nicole Seward, Lindsay Jernigan, Alyssa Moser, Heather Hollenbach. In lane 6, we have Jess Thomas, Janet Taylor, Christina Long, and Julie Good. Emmaus in lanes 1, 3, and 5.
Emmaus girls cheering on their teammates at the side. Not quite sure the score for the girls right now.
Awaiting the start of 400 free.
Officials announcing the girl swimmers right now.
This is the last event for the women.
This is allowing the girls on the blocks. Asked to step down once again by the officials.
Goes back up on their blocks.
Awaiting the start. Once again, has to stand back. Just heightens the excitement in this race. It hasn't started yet.
Very big race for the maidens.
Clean start. Girls are out Each swimmer will do 4 laps.
Still very tight. Getting into the first 25.
They will pace themselves. First 50. Will be strong.
Emmaus pulling out to a little early lead. Emmaus' lead is holding with North Penn coming in close, and second, third battling with another Emmaus fighter.
Emmaus touches the wall. Going into the last 25. Emmaus' first leg does come in. Touch the wall first. North Penn appears to be, at this point, holding on to 2 and 3. Anything can happen. We still have 2 more swimmers after these girls complete their run.
Emmaus' lead is about a body length. North Penn still holding second and third, it seems
In
to
the
be.
water for North Penn, Diane Chillo, Lindsay Jernigan, and Janet Taylor right now. Chillo into Jernigan in 4, and Taylor over in lane 6.
Third place seems to have a battle going on between Emmaus and North Penn. First and second seem to be already decided so far.
Emmaus girls in first on the third leg.
North Penn's challenging for first now.
Katie Paul, Alyssa Moser, and Christina Long will be swimming the third leg for the maidens across the board.
North Penn and Emmaus in lanes 3 and 4 are
Looks like
dead
North
even.
Penn is
North Penn has a very, very slight
Slight
lead.
touch. Slight. Emmaus had a good turn. Takes the lead back. It's going to be a battle. This last leg will be a battle. This is what it's all about, though.
Spirit of competition.
Talking a dead-on race right now for North Penn and Emmaus. Emmaus has a slight lead. Good turn for Emmaus.
Emmaus seems to be leading a little bit
Melissa
more.
Calvestrand, Heather Hollenbach, and Julie Good. Heather Hollenbach taking on the pressure here for the maidens in lane 4. Trying to pull this out for her team.
Looks like Emmaus is pulling away.
Emmaus has a very strong swimmer here in their final leg. And they will win the 400 free.
Looks like the maidens will take second and third though, which will help them a little bit.
First place does go to Emmaus. Second place to North Penn, and third place also goes to Emmaus. Lanes 3 and 5 come in first and third. Lane 4 for North Penn pulls in second place. Times are off again on the scoreboard. So unfortunately, we can't give you the times at this point.
Second and third were North Penn, and first and Emmaus. Scores are coming back.
But Emmaus does take first and third in that event. boys are on deck for the 400 free relay.
Looks like the Knights have a very strong team going here with the 400 relay.
In lane 2, North Penn will be in lanes 2, 4, and 6. Emmaus in 1, 3, and 5. Looks like in lane 6 for the Knights, we have Devin Philibom, Jonathan Fakish, Jim Thompson, and Matt Walsh. Lane 4, Jeff Fakish, Eric Umlauf, Jeremy Bergman, and Steve Johnston. Lane 2, Chris Durchek, Kevin Rader, Chris Craig, and JD Schneider. Maybe some changes on that roster. That's what we had. And Matt Mizialko is swimming. He will be in lane 2, so there were some changes. Lane 6 is solid of Devin Philbon, John Fakish, Jim Thompson, and Matt Walsh. Boys are off. Quicker start than the girls.
Lane 4 for the Knights seems to be in a lead right now.
Jeff Fakish is the leadoff swimmer for the Knights at 4. Devin Philibom is in lane 6. And Emmaus is in 1, 3, and 5. North Penn also in lane 2.
Jeff Fakish is up in a big lead for his partner, coming into the second.
Jeremy
leg of
Bergman
race.
follows Jeff Fakish in lane 4.
Commanding lead for North Penn. Looks like they're tied for third with an Emmaus swimmer.
North Penn boys out to a strong lead in lane 4.
Emmaus holds a solid second. With North Penn and an Emmaus swimmer battling it out for third.
Eric Umlauf in the water now in lane 4.
Has almost a whole pool length lead. Eric Umlauf still has big lead. North Penn looks to have solid third right now.
In lane 4, Knights put their final swimmer, Steve Johnston, into the water to bring up the anchor leg. 2 and 6, also the Knights. 1 and 3 and 5, Emmaus. 5 and 6 are battling it out over there. Pretty close race for those two lanes.
just behind lane 2 for the Knights. It's just put in their last swimmer.
Matt Walsh in the water in lane 6.
Steve Johnson has about a pool length lead now.
And the Knights in lane 4, Jeff Fakish, Eric Umlauf, Jeremy Bergman, and Steve Johnson will pull out the win for the Knights. The time of 3:20.12. Second place is going to Emmaus. The time in lane 3 at 3:33.55.
This battle for third place. Looks like Emmaus is going to win that.
Emmaus does come in third at 3:43.09. North Penn at 3:43.61 for fourth. Lanes 1 and 6 are still swimming. 6 finishes up in 5th place. Lane 1 for Emmaus will finish up in 6th. Well, it's an exciting dual meet for the girls tonight. The boys had a pretty commanding lead halfway through the event. We believe they held on to their lead. Try to get some scores from the officials now.
We'll just have to find out what happened with the maidens. If they won, or it should be a very close meet.
When they announce the scores, we'll be able to tell by the teams. So we did have a pool record broken tonight, so there was some excitement there.
Yes, there was. Also
A little
both.
bit of record books. And also, we have some other swimmers coming in pretty close to records. Steve Johnson was attempting. Came pretty close to Jason Craig's record for the pool record.
Just missed it by, I think, about 20 hundredths of a second. Very close. 20 hundredths of a second is all you need in swimming.
Yeah, that's one thing with swimming. Times 1/100th of a second will set you from 1st and 2nd place.
You can work as hard as you can and still lose by 1/10 of a second. It's still 2nd place. A lot of anxiety in swimming, too.
We're going to take a break. This is Mary Fakish and Greg Loeffler here at the North Penn pool, waiting for the final results of the North Penn maidens versus. Maybe we'll get the scores right now.
Still waiting on the scores.
Having a tough time hearing. Got some kids yelling. Teammates. Waiting final tabulations on tonight's meet. Maybe we can grab an official or someone walking by that may know the scores for us. We're having a tough time hearing the officials. North Penn Knights and Maidens get ready to give their cheer to the Emmaus Hornets. Emmaus teams do have a long line of swimming victories. Strong team up in Allentown, North Penn, of course, down here. Strong team for a very long time, had a state run state championship run in the early 90s.
Both
Came in
teams
second
very
place
strong.
last year. Going to vie again this year for the Knights. Maidens, also a strong showing at states last year.
Very, very strong showing by both of these teams today. Congratulations to both of them.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back from the North Penn pool after this. This is Channel 16, North Penn Sports.
In America, you are not required to offer food to the hungry or shelter to the homeless. There is no ordinance forcing you to visit the lonely. In fact, nowhere in the Constitution does it say you have to provide anything for anybody. Thank you for all you've given. Imagine what more could do.
Chemistry class led me to a life of crime. I catch murderers, rapists, and thieves with a microscope. Help your daughter become a scientist. Instead of a tea set, get her a chemistry set. Look at the boring job I got from being a science nerd. Expect the best from a girl. That's what you'll get.
And we're back. Got some final scores for you this evening. The girls, North Penn Maidens, in a tough one, lose to the Emmaus Hornets. The Hornets had 98, the North Penn Maidens 88. So halfway through, they were 10 points ahead. At the end, they did lose by 10. A good showing by the Maidens, a strong showing and a hard-fought meet. The boys do win 116-62, a very commanding win for the Knights tonight against the Hornets. Thanks for joining us here on North Penn Television, Channel 16, Suburban Channel 9. This is Mary Fakish for Greg Laufer. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.